Oh, hello there. You caught me polishing my ball.
As a lover of all things design, this area was not that. The original cape section of this home was sustainably preserved, but some things also stayed in an era that does not quite work anymore, or were not completely considered. So there was a single light source that did not illuminate all the stairs, which was incredibly safe, a railing that was chewed up lovingly by a dog, and mid-century tile colors that were, well, mid-century. So let's redesign this space to something that is both visually appealing and also functions well. So this video was intended as a challenge of sorts. The town I'm in has an incredible recycling facility that makes the effort to do things better with the things that we don't need. You go there and you mindfully sort through all your recycles to make sure that they actually get recycled and not end up in some pile in New Jersey. There's also a section that they call a swap shop. Many people will bring things there that they no longer have use for, and others can benefit from or upcycle them. Oh, look at this. Here's a door that was noted to be 110 years old and only weigh about 170 pounds. Its condition was like Two-Face in The Dark Knight. One side was perfect, the other side was, well, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. In an effort to not let it go to waste, I'm gonna use the door to make a couple railings and a pendant light. And here we go. So on closer inspection of this fine 100-something-year-old mahogany door, one side looks really good, but then this piece missing. This panel's pretty much porked. Doesn't matter. Edges are good. Other parts are good. We can make something out of this. We can do something with it. When life hands you lemons, you have yourself a lemon party. You make lemon water, lemonade, whatever. Tell you what, there's almost no finer deliciousness than mahogany sawdust. It smells amazing. It's super fine because the grain is so tight. Look at this joinery. Look at the care and the precision of this. For this thing to sustain triple digits is just hard to not appreciate. You look at Lowe's or Home Depot right now and see how most things are being made. It doesn't look like this. This panel getting kicked up probably happened from falling off of something, or an angry teenager, or Jack Nicholson in The Shining, or something like that. So when this particular area's renovation first started, I was knee-deep in building an electric Harley Davidson. So none of this was filmed because I barely had time. But in the meantime, here's what this cable railing looks like. This massive steel railing, the slate floor that was replaced, and these oak treads instead of that carpet of yesteryear. This is the other point of contention I had in here. It's just this light is really cool, but it's just this singular entity that's here. It's like, oh, here we go. Here's a hallway and that one light that were in this original cottage. So above, what we're gonna do, we're gonna carve into the ceiling, get a nice strip of wood in here, and extend the wiring to run 5 individual orbs of light. You know what's more exciting? Putting a ladder on stairs. I like to think this goes without saying, but the little giant ladder, this ladder is older than I am. My father gave it to me as a testament of a great forever product. For those that don't know, these are the real deal. Yay! It's not much, but it's honest work. Just running a thin blue line of tape here to plan out the array of lights and configure where my descending bulbs will line up appropriately. Yeah, what's this? Hello, what do you need? You need support? Everybody likes a little cat break. Are you gonna help, or are you just gonna be cute and distract me? That's what happens in life, isn't it? Okay, off you go. All right, so now that we've got this kind of set out, what we're gonna do is determine ideal height. We'll determine the height of each individual orb. We'll be using some twine, some masking tape, and this Edison-looking bulb that is actually an LED. Far more efficient than the buzzing thing that was there before. And yeah, limitation on this. Acts of God. What's he got to do with this? All right. Yeah, they want that string instead. This is what the average ceiling height is right here as we drop down 6 steps. You can see that this runs a parallel slope to my railing. Here's what we're going to call the strings of representation of where each of the pendant lights will descend and each individual orb will be. These types of things I think are extremely important because normally if you go buy the off-the-rack pendant from a big box store, it's not going to be formatted to your spaces. Hardly ever is. That's the issue. That's why custom building things is so exciting because you can actually have something proportionate to the environment that it is in. And the composition and scale are usually completely disregarded in most spaces, so details. It's the details. All right, so we've marked out.
That was Canadian sounding.
And mudded. I carve out for the wiring and prep that in accordingly. Hey! Yeah, I'll put the rest of them on, but I've got to thread the pendant cables through the wood before I start wiring those all up, so.
Let's prep the wood.
Take me on, I'll be gone, let her down Snack. There we go. That grain is absolutely beauteous. It's like a sailboat.
Just sailing off of my sanity.
It is daytime again. We have our beautifully grained piece of mahogany here. What we're going to be doing with this piece is we're going to seal it. I don't prefer a glossy finish. I like to keep things matte or satin in order to seal this, but also simultaneously protect it for years to come. This is a bit of tung oil that has been diluted with 2 parts of a citrus solvent. So obviously going for a greener and more eco-friendly approach, as we intend to do, it just will seal the wood, but also bring out its natural beauty, which, oh my gosh, it just looks stunning like this. And obviously when it dries, it'll be a little bit lighter and not this super rich orangey color, which is not what we're going for. We want something a little bit more subtle. You can see instantaneously the difference that it makes. It's no surprise while in today's day, mahogany is still such a wonderfully sought after bit of wood.
My apartment smells of rich mahogany.
Good God, this is a precarious place to sit and have a conversation. But now that our citrus solvent and tung oil have about cured and dried, I'm going to now follow my descending string lines here for measurements to each of the actual pendant wires so that I can thread them through, hardwire them in, and then set it and forget it. And keynote here, these other 2 pieces of tape are signifying the ceiling height as it goes to descending the stairs so that I know that my bulbs aren't gonna smack somebody in the face. Ooh! All right, look at that. Button up those cables, countersink that up. I'll be in there like swimwear. If it was not already obvious of my love of lighting and how important it is, here's yet another lightsaber beam chip on board LED light for underneath this industrial modern approach of a railing.
Again, let no metal go to waste. This has a Bluetooth receiver to be able to adjust the brightness depending on how good your night vision is to go visit your raccoons that you're trying to domesticate. So there's that. Look at that thing.
So there you have it. Also, I wanted to share a raccoon update. They're finally letting me pet them. This is nice. Slowly but surely, trust is being built within the animals. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope you have a lovely day. Ciao.